Let's talk about Pluribus Season 1, Episode 4. The episode opens in Paraguay with Manousos Oviedo, one of the 13 immune. He's barricaded inside his office at a self-storage facility, living off scavenged sugar packets, creamer, candy, and cans of dog food, rather than accept the gourmet meals the joined leave for him every day. When Carol's phone call from Episode 3 comes through, he assumes it's the joined and curses her out. But when she curses back, he realizes she's not one of the joined and writes down her name in his notebook. An observation about Manousos. Is he really immune, or was he just good at avoiding their kisses and hiding? Back in Albuquerque, Carol leaves the hospital and finds crews, including the mayor, cheerfully repairing her house after the grenade incident. In her office, Carol builds a list about the joined on her whiteboard. They'll do anything to please her. They can't kill, they don't play favorites. They want to turn her into one of them, and they're weirdly honest. She decides to test whether they can lie. Carol summons a joined representative, Lawrence, and pushes him for the truth. He says her Wycaro books are beloved, equal to Shakespeare. But when she presses about Helen, he reveals that Helen thought the Wycaro novels were cotton candy, harmless, and enjoyable for what they did for Carol's career and for the life it afforded them, but not serious art. Helen never finished Bitter Chrysalis, encouraging Carol to publish it only because it would make her happy and wouldn't damage her career. Carol kicks him out and updates the board. The joined can't lie. Carol heads straight to Zosha's hospital room. She asks whether the joined now understand how the joining works. Zosha says yes, but before she can explain, Carol asks the real question. Can the joining be reversed? Zosha and the joined hesitate and ultimately say they can't answer that kind of question. Because they cannot lie, their refusal to say no confirms to Carol that a reversal is possible. When Zosha insists that once Carol joins them, she will feel better, Carol is triggered by memories of Freedom Falls, the conversion camp her mother sent her to as a teenager. Carol decides to force the answer herself. She steals thiopentyl sodium pentothal, from the hospital pharmacy and tests it on her own body that night. Under the drug, she becomes uninhibited, grieving Helen, rambling, and finally admitting out loud how strongly she is sexually attracted to Zosha. The test confirms the drug lowers inhibitions and forces out unfiltered truth. The next morning, she returns to Zosha with handcuffs hidden on her. Carol wheels her outside, injects the drug into Zosha's IV in the elevator, and immediately demands to know how to reverse the joining. The effect ripples through the hive instantly. Zosha starts breaking down emotionally and physically as the joined converge on them. Carol handcuffs herself to Zosha and orders everyone to stay back, knowing they can't risk hurting her. Surrounded, the joined beg in unison, "Please, Carol," while Zosha goes into cardiac arrest. Carol finally allows them to intervene. They cut the cuffs, start CPR, and work as one to keep Zosha alive. I'm not sure what Carol's next plan is going to be to try and figure out how to unjoin everyone.